It's good to have each one of you here this afternoon. I'm Pastor Jerry Stranquist, the senior pastor here at Bloomington Assembly of God Church. It's always great to have friends who've come back. We've been doing this for over 20 years, and some of you come back every Christmas, make it a part of your Christmas tradition, and we thank you. And there are others who have come for the very first time. In fact, we find that in most of our audiences, half the crowd has come for the very first time. Those who have been here before know that the program changes every year, and we always have a great time, and it's great to have each one of you here. Now, what many of you normally do is immediately following the performance, as it is stated in the program, we serve pie and coffee, but I apologize, there's no pie and coffee going to be served this afternoon. We are in the midst of construction. The choir is more disappointed than anybody that there's no pie and coffee, but normally we serve pie and coffee for $3, but because of the construction and some remodeling that's taking place, and next year you can buy 2 pieces of pie and whatever. So just have a great time. One of the things that we try to communicate around here is that we do the singing Christmas tree, not to bring people from other churches into this church, but hopefully through the program you are inspired, and it will cause you, if you're a part of a local church, to go back and to be a better member of that church. We're here to work together, not try to compete with one another, but to work together. But we've also found that there are people who come to these performances and they're searching and they're looking and they've been turned off to church for whatever the reasons may be, and we feel bad about that. And so I feel it's very appropriate for me to extend an invitation to those who may be looking and say, would you come and join us? This morning we met at 8:30 and at 10:45. The choir sings. They are normally not up in the tree on Sunday morning. We take the tree down, but the choir sings. I share an inspirational message, and everyone is welcome. So I extend an invitation to those who might be looking for a church. Also, and I apologize to our church this morning, I've neglected in the last 3 performances to mention that and of course my opinion is very unbiased, an unbiased opinion that I think we have just one of the best Christmas Eve services around. And if you're looking for a place to go on Christmas Eve, I invite you to come and join us on Christmas Eve at 5 o'clock. It's a 1-hour service, a traditional 1-hour Christmas Eve service. Come and join us. We would love to have you. Then if I could have the lighting technicians turn the lights up just a little bit, I'd like you to take your program, and it would be like on the 3rd page, 1997 Singing Christmas Tree response card. And we find that people love to respond. We give you an opportunity to respond. If you would fill this out sometime during the performance or when you go home, you may fill it out and just send it in. There are some things that you've seen, you liked, you didn't like, whatever. You may say, I'm really disappointed that you didn't serve pie and coffee or whatever, one of those things. So if you would fill out the response card and send it in, or you could hand it to one of the ushers, or you could place it on the pew when you leave this afternoon. Now I'm going to ask you to do just one thing, only one thing. I know many of you have planned on coming to the performance and also having pie and coffee. Would you turn to the person on your left and on your right, and would you say to them, since they're not serving pie and coffee this afternoon, would you take me out for pie and coffee immediately following the service?